A live look at Washington, D.C. now, where time is starting to run out to avert a possible government shutdown. Lawmakers have just days, September 30th, to pass that spending bill, where the White House says there could be massive layoffs.
Your political reporter Sean Boyd joining us live in studio. So Sean, what's the sticking point between Republicans and Democrats right now?
Tax credits that many Coloradans rely on for health insurance. They expire at the end of the year, and in some parts of the state, people could pay up to 300% more for insurance. Democrats are demanding the credits be extended indefinitely as part of any federal funding deal, and Republicans need 7 Democrats in the Senate to pass a bill. But they too have dug in their heels, insisting the tax credits be debated separately. Meanwhile, insurance for thousands of Coloradans hangs in the balance.
I feel like I'm a prisoner and my hands are tied because there's nothing I can do.
Danette Mullinex is among 225,000 Coloradans whose health care is in the hands of Congress.
That's a scary thought.
Mullinex and her husband own a small excavation company in Mesa County and get their health insurance on the state exchange. They pay just over $2,000 a month thanks to federal subsidies that cap premiums at 8.5% of a household's income. But those subsidies are set to expire the end of December if Congress doesn't act. The Division of Insurance says premiums will increase 174% on average for people who get insurance on the exchange. That's an increase of $25,000 a year for a family of 4. Mullinex policy is expected to run about $50,000.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
The tax credits are now intertwined with funding the federal government. Democrats want to permanently extend them as part of any deal to avoid a shutdown.
That just leads for an unlimited, never-ending federal subsidy that I don't think is good public policy. It's not addressing that underlying issue of the cost of health care increasing. It's just like a big Band-Aid that we're trying to put over the underlying issue.
Republican Congressman Jeff Hurd is co-sponsor of a bill to extend the tax credits a year.
It would give us time to talk about the underlying health care drivers, the things that are increasing those costs.
This is an urgent priority.
Democratic Representative Brittany Pedersen says temporary relief doesn't cut it.
We're talking about, and most immediately for the American people, for regular families, what is coming down the pike right around the corner.
Governor Polis is holding events around the state to raise awareness of the looming crisis. In some parts of Colorado, he says premiums will increase by more than 300%. And 75,000 Coloradans, including Danette Mullinex, are expected to drop insurance due to cost.
It's devastating. I wish the division would stop. I wish that they would come together as both parties and look after the American people.
The tax credits were initially tied to income, but were expanded during COVID and led to record enrollment on the state exchange, where 80% of Coloradans have taken advantage of them. They received $328 million in tax credits last year alone. Open enrollment begins in November, so rates need to be set in the next couple weeks. If Congress doesn't extend the tax credits as part of the federal funding bill, which has to pass by next Tuesday to avoid a shutdown, premiums will almost certainly go up. State lawmakers did pass a bill during the special session last month that will help offset the increased costs for some of those on the exchange, but most will see massive increases.
Certainly a lot of people going to be watching to see what happens over the next couple of days. Thanks, Sean.